What's up, fam? It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood, of course, and we're back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, BehindTheIndustry.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the world. Wide. Well, before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. Let's start it off here with your boy Drizzy Drake. And Drizzy Drake came out to the 50 Cent show in Toronto, linked up here with 50 Cent. You see him taking pictures, you see them laughing it up, chopping it up after the show. And I've been untold y'all about a Drake 50 Cent link up. Now, I heard it was going to be something in the world of TV, so I don't know exactly when this is going to get done. But, I have another creative design thought if I am 50 Cent, and that is to put Drake in one of the power shows in a cameo. 3 or 4 episodes. I mean, put him in as a cameo. I always thought of him as somebody that's working, in a studio or working for somebody, and he's kind of like the connect to the drugs, right? He's in the show, he's like clean, right? But he's kind of like the connect between, you know, the drug dealer and the civilian. I always thought that he would have fit nice into that role. Give him 3 or 4 episodes, to appear on the show. I think that would be a great transition, especially while everything's going on. So we're gonna wait to see exactly what happens. And no, he doesn't have to be a tough guy. That would be the whole plan, right? He's a regular looking dude that no one would ever suspect had a connection between drugs and civilians. So 50 Cent, if you're listening, you know, try that idea. I do want 15% though. Shout out to Drizzy Drake. Now, academics reported that Drake is declaring war on his enemies. He's talking about a song, dropping a song and respond to Kendrick. I hope this isn't true. I don't want Drake to respond to Kendrick anymore. Just go on and do what Drake does, make hits. I don't believe this to be true. I have not heard this to be true. I don't believe that Drake will respond to Kendrick anymore. So we're gonna find out Drake just go do what Drake does, make number one hits, and keep people mad. All right. So shout out to Drizzy. Moving on to Joe Budden and Cardi B, and we all heard the rant. If you check my previous video, I have the rant, the complete rant from Cardi B, going off on Joe Budden because she felt as though Joe Budden the last 3 years has been coming down on her extra hard for no reason. Joe Budden said yesterday um, that he will not speak on Cardi B anymore. His words was, y'all can believe me. I will not speak on anything revolving that girl anymore." Right? Cardi B saw that and she kind of got a little upset about that, and that's when she started saying, "Well, I want to talk now. I want to talk, Joe Budden. Come on my spaces and this, that, and the other." Well, as it turns out, Joe Budden has issued an apology to Cardi B. He's issued an apology to Cardi B, and Cardi B saw that, and then she responded back to Joe by saying, "Yes, Joe, I got love for you too, but over these last 3 years, you've been changing." And she tried to make an assumption like, because, you got an interview with Nicki Minaj, or she what her comment was before. She said something like, "What for an interview?" And then she said, "You tried to make all my marriage problems that I was going through in December about somebody else and what they had going on. That somebody else was Nicki Minaj." Because Joe Budden made a comment like, "Oh yeah, she's just trying to take some of the shine away from Nicki Minaj's project." So he kind of blamed on that. And she said that made her upset because real life situation was going on and he was making jokes out of it. Joe Budden pretty much said, if I offended you by any joke that I told, I'm sorry. Cardi B is a person who, no matter what she says, I'll always love her. So, what do you think of Joe backtracking? What do you think of Joe backtracking? And Cardi B ended her statement by saying, see you soon. It's all love. See you soon. I believe there is an interview coming with Cardi B and Joe Budden. I believe there's an interview coming. I also believe he's going to pull up and listen to her album the way she said T.T. Torres did. I believe Joe is going to pull up and then he's going to come back to the radio and this is exactly what he's going to say. I pulled up the Cardi like she suggested. I pulled up and let me tell you, that Cardi album is amazing. It's amazing. Come out, she's gonna smash everything. I'm telling you, y'all better stop playing with Barty. Y'all better stop playing with Barty. I stop. I stop. I know what time it is now. She dragged me to no end, and I'm here for it. But that Cardi album is gonna be amazing. So he's gonna come back, and that's exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna say he heard the album's amazing, and it's gonna be all love with Cardi B again. Y'all let me know. Do you think that's gonna happen? Do you think Joe Budden is gonna do a interview with Cardi B and risk a fallout with Nicki Minaj? Because look, we all know what time it is. If he goes and does a sit down with Cardi B, what do y'all think? Y'all think if he does a sit down with Cardi B, do you think Nicki will be okay with it and say, "Oh, it's just a job," or do you think Nicki is going to respond funny and be like, "Okay, you're a backtracker, you're a flip flopper," and and then cut Joe off? Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think will happen if Joe Budden does an interview with Cardi B. And finally, we're going to close it out with the queen of rap, Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj, a lot of the fans believe that Nicki Minaj has been shading JT. I'm going to let you listen to her on Station Head. And people believe these comments she was speaking on JT. Now, I wasn't really following this. When people brought it up, I was like, okay, it's just some stands trying to make something out of nothing. There's really no reason for Nicki Minaj to diss JT. But then people started sending me all these comments, and I'm like, wait a minute. All of these people, there was even Barb saying, I love Nicki, but she's wrong on this one. So, y'all let me know after listening to the clip and all of the commentary on it, do you believe in your heart of hearts that Nicki Minaj was shading JT and why? A lot of people think that Nicki was telling her fan base, do not vote, do not root on and cheer and support JT. She also gave this long cryptic message about a big bad wolf and Little Red Riding Hood and all these other things, and it seems like she was referring to JT being Little Red Riding Hood. You listen to something about going into the house. They're sending people into the house to see, to test what's going on in the house. And then once they get all the secrets or what have you, then all of a sudden she doesn't want to deal with, Little Red Riding Hood or something. It was some strangely crazy message. But for all of you who know what I'm talking about, do you believe Nicki Minaj was dissing JT? Me personally, I don't. But I may not have enough history between those two. I don't really follow JT and what she does. And if it's not music, I really kind of like stopped following what Nicki done a while ago, unless it has something to do with music. But somebody tell me after this comments of Nicki Minaj saying, how can somebody go from unliking you to loving you? How is that possible? Everybody feels she's talking about JT. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Do you think Nicki Minaj is talking about JT? And if she is, why would she turn on JT? Didn't she just bring JT on stage a couple of months ago? Wasn't she just on stage with Nicki Minaj a couple of months ago? So you're going to tell me because JT was, number 3 on Apple Music, Nicki Minaj turned on her? I don't know if I buy that. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.